Darn.
Why it does that. I check it every time. The one time I don't check it, it's not on.
Yeah, I didn't know to check it, or
I always check it, and then I didn't check it, and then it wasn't on.
Just always check
And
it.
when I always do check it, and when I always check it, it's always on the right thing.
Right, but I mean, I don't mind adding that to the thing to do, but I didn't know.
I always check it. That was the one time I haven't checked it like in a year.
Okay.
And then it didn't work.
Hey, Callie Gambler. Hey, folks. Well, I was just...
doesn't make any sense. Every time I check it, it's right. Then one time I don't check it, it's not right. That's weird. Like, what the chances of that are 0%.
I don't know.
That would be like if Princeton won, like in the NCAA tournament, or if Furman won. Mm-hmm. Ridiculous.
Hey, the worst in chess. How's it going? Hey, Ace Deuce. Thanks for letting us know. Well, I'm going to repeat what I said.
Always repeat.
I was just looking at my phone. I'm in a women's poker study group, and once a month on Wednesday nights, we have an in-house in our poker group poker tournament. And last night I got second, and we have a leaderboard, and I have zero chance of ever being at the top, but because they combine in-house poker tournament score plus external events. And we have a couple of people that are really good poker players that already have, like Victoria Livshits has 6,000 points. What was that noise? Oh.
That's a noise it makes when something happens.
Yay. We got a sub.
Uh-huh. Thanks, be heavens.
But anyway, I was happy. I got 300-something points for my second place last night. And, if I start winning some poker tournaments, then maybe I can go up the leaderboard. Well, I only placed second Tensor in the in-house tournament, and it does mean something. We had 28 players. It was just a small little thing, but everybody on there in the group is studying and wins tournaments. So a couple of them, more than one. They have won more than one tournament. They're known people in the poker world. So I was really happy.
Don't forget to use our link to buy stuff from Factor because we get a commission.
Yay.
So that's one way to sponsor the stream and eat.
Yeah, we're going to try out the Factor.
So that's pretty good.
Food.
Yeah, I'm going to eat on stream, which I used to do a lot. I haven't eaten in a long time, and I only ate once today. So I'm sort of hungry. And I weighed 240.4, which is my lowest weight this year. So that's good. Mm-hmm. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be in the 239s. Just so I can say 9. That's the only reason.
I guess I'll eat a little bit too. I mean, I have eaten on. It's kind of, I don't want to get like food in my teeth, and then I'm smiling, and I got, green spinach on my teeth. But I guess I'll eat a little.
How much do you weigh, Bonarici? Are you about 187?
Didn't Bonarici say he's tall?
Mm.
How tall are you, Bonarici?
I know Bonarici in real life.
I
played chess with him, 205.
But I don't know when you saw him last, or if you can remember.
Giannis weighs 205, and he's 6'5".
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's 5'10". Okay, mm-hmm. I had you taller than that. I had you on a different range.
Mm-hmm. Now, how tall is he if he says he's 5'10"?
Yeah, 5'10".
No.
I believe him.
It's not a question of believing. It's when people write their height, they're 2 or 3 inches shorter than that. There's nothing they can do about it.
Well,
that's not even intentional.
I'm 5'4",
just have to write,
and I mean I am 5'4". And if I wrote it out, I'm not 5'2".
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're 5'7", Callie Gambler. You're 6'5".
He says I'm 6'5" then, based on what I said.
So you're 6'7"?
No, it's the other way. When he says he's 6'5", he's like 6'2".
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You like to say you're 5'11", but you're 5'10".
See how Bonarici said I was right?
But he says I'm not really 5'10".
Yeah.
Oh, but I feel like I'm 5'10". Well, how tall are you really, Bonarici?
Man, the truth hurts. Also, most people get shorter as they get older. So if you were like 5'10" when you were 20, and now you're 65, you're not 5'10". Just because you measured yourself 45 years ago doesn't mean you're the same height. I'm 6'8" and weigh 255. So he's 6'5" and weighs 240? What? I wasn't 5'10" when I was 20 either. Man, the truth hurts.
You're exactly 6 feet, the worst in chess.
Glasgow Science Center, that's where you get measured? I want to do that. I want to go to the Glasgow Science Center. My doctor asks me how tall I am, and I say 5'8", and they write it down. They don't measure your height. They just ask you and tell them. I'm Dutch, though. Well, if you're Dutch, then you could be 6 feet tall. Karen looks taller than 5'4".
Yeah.
Here's why Karen looks taller than 5'4". You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you spelled... Oh, okay. So let's say you meet a woman, and she says she's 5'7", and then you're like, that's interesting, because Karen is the same height as she is, so Karen must be 5'7". That's not the way it works. That woman's 5'4" and said she was 5'7". That's why Karen looks taller, because she actually gives her correct height. And people give their incorrect height, so you think Karen is taller, because the default is incorrect height. And don't forget it.
Well, all right.
I hope you guys learned a lot today. Women want to be shorter? No, I don't think so.
No, I wish
Women
I
are
were
more
taller.
honest about their height. Men just say they're 6 feet tall no matter how tall they are.
People lie about their weight a lot. Women and men.
I went to the fair where the guy guesses your weight, and if he's off too much, you get a prize. And I said, okay, how much do I weigh? And he said, a lot. So I didn't get a prize.
So what did that guy say? Was that Dutch? That looks cockhoffen. Is that cock? What does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
He got blocked. He got banned.
Yeah.
Well, whatever it was. I'm sure it wasn't nice. Oh, it was just spam. Yeah. Well,
So don't forget to buy Factor stuff because we get the commissions. We're like Duke and Duke. Whether our clients make money or lose money, Duke and Duke get the commissions. Oh, I see. So what you're saying is you guys are a couple of bookies. You see, I told you he'd understand. What movie?
I don't know.
Trading Places.
I wasn't really listening. I was reading.
Mm-hmm. Did Ben lie about anything when you first dating Karen?
Not that I remember.
Like the bacon, I put on a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. Also quoting Trading Places.
His sub count. Yeah.
Okay, we need somebody to donate 58 subs, so we get to 1,300. Then I'll ask somebody to donate 100 subs, then I'm done.
Yeah.
So time for blindfold, and
Yeah.
we have a blindfold. In fact, we used it earlier in sexy time. Go blindfold.
Yeah, so I didn't mind like tying a blindfold, but you know,
This blindfold's comfy.
this one's easier. He can be self-sufficient.
So challenge 5-minute unrated. And the
We
factor
don't.
part of this stream will start in about 45 minutes.
No, we don't have any handcuffs. Oh no, it seems kind of bright.
I can't see anything, so I don't think it's bright.
It's brighter on your side than on my side.
No, but I can't see because of the blindfold. It's just black.
All right, so
5-minute unrated. Make sure Karen has her glasses.
yeah, let me get over to the right.
To the left.
All right, here we are. Oh, we got one going on, 800. Oh, say.
You don't say.
I'm going to clean my glasses real quick, and then we're ready to get it going. Mommy. Baby boy from Mommy Doms says, Mommy? Question. What happened to the cockroach?
He's outside.
Well, I kept forgetting him, Ken. I'm glad that you asked about him. And so he just kind of stayed under the container for 3 days. And he was almost dead, but not dead. So I didn't even need to do my process anymore. I just got a sheet of paper, slid it under, and there was no chance of escape because he was almost dead, but he was just moving a little. And then I just took him outside. So his last days weren't fun. No, we didn't name him. He is gone, though. All right, got my glasses cleaned. Hopefully I won't make any wrong moves. Let me fix the monitor. All right, so we're going to, this guy's 800, and we're going to go. Here we go. You're white.
D4.
Well, did you go away, Osei? Wagbon dim win? He's not
I already
moving.
forgot the position.
He's not moving.
Is he a roach?
So I think I'm going to abort it. I'm not going to sit here and wait. All right, we'll just move on. Insert clever name here. About 11:40. Here we go. Are you black? I meant to turn that fan off. D4.
Knight F6.
Bishop Bishop F4.
Knight H5.
Bishop G5.
H6.
Bishop H4.
G5.
Bishop G3.
Knight takes G3.
H takes.
Bishop G7.
It's like Ben's played this before. E3.
C5.
C3.
Queen B6.
Queen B3.
Knight C6.
Bishop D3.
D6.
Knight D2.
Bishop E6.
Queen C2.
C takes D4.
E takes D4.
Rook C8.
Knight G to F3.
Knight to B4.
Queen B1.
Knight takes D3 check.
Queen takes D3.
Queen takes B2.
Castles.
Queen takes C3.
Queen E4.
G4.
Queen takes B7.
Pawn takes knight.
Rook F to C1.
Queen takes C1 check.
Rook takes C1.
Rook takes C1 check.
King H2.
F takes G2.
King takes G2.
Castles.
Knight E4.
Rook C2.
Queen takes E7.
Bishop D5.
Oh wait, that's the wrong move. D5. King F3.
F5.
Queen takes D6.
Bishop takes E4 check.
King F4.
Rook takes F2 check.
King E3.
Rook F3 check.
King D2.
King H7.
Queen E7.
Rook C8.
Rook what?
Rook C8.
They have 2 minutes, you have 1 minute. King D1.
Rook C2.
King E1.
Rook takes G3.
King F1.
Bishop D3 check.
Let's see. D. Queen E2.
Rook takes E2.
D5.
Rook C2 check.
King E1.
Rook G1 mate.
Man, I'm a little worried about the time.
Yay. I still can't see because I don't have my glasses. Taking the blindfold off did nothing. 1 mistake, 0 blunders. What? I made a mistake. Thanks to Bishop Zavotels for 500 bits.
I'm gonna go turn the fan on.
But it was a close game. I made a mistake. That's embarrassing. I thought I played pretty well.
Yeah.
No, you messed up the mouse. Oh, I fixed it. I played 91 and he played 78. My mistake was G5 in this position. G5's a mistake? Ish don't think so.
Hey, scoot over slightly. Perfect.
G5 is the only possible move.
Hey, Moose, how's it going?
This is the move it said was a mistake, was here.
Hey, Berserk.
Ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're better than the engine. Okay, then this is all good. I'm slightly better. All moves are best. Knight C6 is an inaccuracy. Incorrect. That's an inaccuracy.
Yeah,
Also incorrect.
Like, what are they wanting instead? It doesn't really say on that screen.
My moves are better. The idea is if he plays D5, I trade queens, and then I take on D5.
Mm-hmm.
In case people were wondering. Thanks, Twin Wolf MJA. Yeah, now I'm threatening knight takes and knight here.
Yeah, I saw that.
I could play knight takes. I think then he takes this. And queen a4 check. Knight b4's he could still play queen here check, which he should have. Yeah, it doesn't like that.
Oh.
Thanks for $9.99 with your incredibly long name.
If you took the other way and then they took with the knight, we just take the bishop then?
Then they have queen a4 check.
No, I meant if you went knight d4.
Then they take.
Oh, I see, and they attack the bishop.
Right. I could take with the bishop.
Well, the other knights. Oh.
Yeah, if I take with the knight, then they take, then I take.
I
queen
just thought
a4
there was
check.
another knight.
Yeah. I could play bishop takes. Here he should definitely play queen a4 check. This move loses. Yeah.
Yeah, what happened?
Somebody gave money. Thanks, Enzian Hero.
Thank you, Indian Hero. What happened, though? Like, do you have that screen up?
What happened?
Was there something besides the sub that...
Yeah, $9.99. $9.99.
Who was it?
Somebody with a really long, crazy name with letters and numbers and dashes. It was crazy. I can show you, and then you won't believe how crazy it is.
That's okay if it's not pronounceable.
Yeah, here, see?
Oh.
You couldn't even believe how crazy it was.
I can't even see all that.
Right.
We're going to call you Slid. Thank you, Slid.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. We don't need more money? What?
Yeah, remember at the beginning, it's not a Benjamin's video, but remember at the beginning of our starting soon and the money falls? Okay, so now I win everything. And then G4 attacks the knight, which is defending this knight, as in my game with Ferdinand Hellers from Iceland from 1990, where I also played G5, G4 with the same idea. I'm sure you know that game. You guys can look that up. Hellers, Finegold, Reykjavik 1990, where the winning idea was G5, G4, with the same knight tricks, etc. What estimated rating? 2450 for me. Man, harsh. Okay, he played here. I win a piece. I didn't want him to take this. It's risky to let him check me in a blindfold game. Thanks, Rumble Rob, for the support. Yay, that's best.
Yay, thank you, Rumble.
Yeah, King F3 was bad because I play F5. I thought about taking with a pawn, but I didn't want my bishop attacked.
Yeah.
I played King H7 just to be safe, so he doesn't check me. Here he can never check me.
Yeah.
Like if I play Rook C8, like I did in the game, then Queen check wins my Rook.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure the people watching were like, King H7, make your king safe.
I think I even got that, and a lot of them are better than me.
No,
I understand what you're
they
doing.
were like, why didn't you hang your Rook?
I'm sure
check?
everybody out there's
and
been
then why didn't
forked.
you make this illegal move? And then why didn't you make this illegal move? That's what they were thinking.
I mean, it was obvious you were getting your king safe.
Mm-hmm. That's best. Look at the way it says it's best.
Yeah.
It's not even a good move. It's the best
I
move.
was worried about the king, so I was really happy you did it.
Hey.
You are better than me, Bonarici.
Go hype train. Your hype trains are good. Okay, then he played here, and I got my rook in there. Then I found the mate. Yay. Great job completing this game review. Why, thank you.
Yeah, so tonight's stream is sponsored by Factor. Yay.
That was a very comfortable blindfold.
Oh, good. Better than the other one. So we're going to be cooking one of the Factor meals in a little bit, and we'll eat it on stream. That's witty, Lawful Waffle.
It is. Yeah. Okay, time for more blindfold.
All right. Hopefully I'll make all the right moves. As opposed to, Sasha Chapin's all the wrong moves.
Mm-hmm. Who's that? All right.
I saw that he's engaged again.
Again. Mm-hmm. Isn't he engaged to a poker player?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only discovered that today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wait a minute, why are all these poker people following her?
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to investigate that situation. All right. Let's see who we have. Byron. Lord Byron. 497 rated.
Hooray.
You guys, we only have one challenge pending, so, somebody else might step up too after Byron. But here we go. You're black. D4.
D5.
B3.
Knight F6.
Bishop B2.
Knight. I called the bishop a knight. That was weird. Bishop F5. I knew it was a bishop, but I said knight.
Yeah. Knight F3.
E6.
E3.
Bishop D6.
Bishop B5 check.
C6.
Bishop D3.
Knight B to D7.
Castles.
Castles.
Bishop takes f5.
E takes f5.
Knight h4.
G6.
Knight d2.
Knight e4.
Knight takes e4.
F takes e4.
Queen g4.
F5.
Queen g3.
Bishop takes queen.
H takes g3.
G5.
Knight takes f5.
Rook takes f5.
Rook a to d1.
Queen f6.
I wonder if this was a shorter time control and I didn't notice it. You each have like a minute and something anyway. Bishop c3.
Rook a to f8. Also rook f8.
A to f8. Yes, a 3-minute game. Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
I just now looked at the time. G4.
Rook takes f2.
Rook takes.
Queen takes f2 check.
King h2.
Rook f6.
King h3.
Rook h6 mate.
Yay, well that worked out. That I messed.
Also, queen h4 was mate.
All right.
I like the blindfold. It's comfy.
Yeah, it's easy. It seems much quicker.
Mm-hmm. I can't see. Yay, 0 mistakes, 0 blunders. Finally.
Yay. Byron stepped up to the plate.
Ugh, this mouse. Oh, that's better.
How do you challenge? I think Exclam challenge you'll, yeah.
I played 94.9 and he played 73. 94.9 is good.
Hey, 73 is not bad for a lower rated guy. Looks like the account must be new because how did he go up? I thought he was 400 something rated. And now he's 700 something rated. So, and he lost. So maybe it's a new account.
Okay. So B3 is unusual. Bishop E5 check isn't good. Shouldn't check people when they can block with a pawn.
Oh, one is blitz and one is rapid. I see. Byron Herm.
I mean, it would show you his blitz rating for both. So probably should move the knight back here. Also, you shouldn't have played knight here because the knight's not good there. I only had one good move. This move seems good.
Well, oh, it doesn't say what the move is.
Oh, bishop h2. Then I can win a pawn because I take both pieces.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to play queen h3 here. That way you save your knight and you don't lose your queen.
Why aren't there arrows indicating the best moves?
Then rook d2 defends your pawn, or bishop e1. Although you're down a queen, so it's not so good.
Yeah, I don't know in this mode.
And then here, this is mate, and this is mate.
Okay, I didn't see the queen.
But this is my, this is safer in case I forgot my pawn wasn't on g5. This way I know it's mate. Yay, 94.9 is good. Blindfold.
Thanks for pointing that stuff out, says Byron.
Yeah, you actually play very similar to people who are in PogChamps. So if you ever become a famous streamer, you can be in PogChamps. And then if you ever become a woman with a white woman with a large butt, then you can be in Trying to Learn's PogChamps. That's a different PogChamps.
What?
What?
What does that even mean?
Trying to Learn likes PogChamps, PAWG, not POG.
Okay, that still doesn't mean anything to me.
PAWG is internet porn term for fat ass white girl.
Oh.
So he's always talking about PogChamps with the PAWG.
Oh, that's funny.
'Cause
I didn't know it meant that.
That's what Trying to Learn's always.
But wait, what is a
going
P?
for.
Oh, fat with a P.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I never heard that.
Karen's so naive.
I am naive. I have a fat ass.
And you're a white girl.
There we go.
So you could be in PogChamps. You can be in the other one.
Right. Finally getting your, what was the website you always used to say? The MILF website. Finally getting.
Yeah, if you
that
were
going.
Chess MILF, we could retire in a week.
Karen is so innocent. Well, I just wouldn't have a reason to know what that means. I'm not against it as a term. I'm real busy doing poker and chess and being a mom and going to karaoke. I got stuff I'm doing. So, I am on the internet a lot. I don't know why I wouldn't know what that meant. I guess I am innocent.
Perennial filthy PogChamps, Joe. And Trying to Learn's not even here to
enjoy
back himself up.
And take credit for it.
Yeah, Karen on OnlyFans, and then Chess MILF, and then we retire in like a week.
I don't even know what you do over there on OnlyFans. Are people doing porn or just naked pictures? I guess. Yeah. What are they doing on there? Is it just pictures or videos? I don't know what's going on over there. I should at least investigate so that I'm not culturally illiterate.
They are doing a lot of money, that's for sure.
It was funny. In the merch store, we need a Ben Finegold butt plug shaped like a pawn.
Recommended by Hans Niemann.
Sell out in one day. Oh boy. People are bored. Very bored.
So we'll do one more blindfold game, and then make sure it's 5 minutes, and then we'll start doing the factor stuff because
Yes.
I'm hungry.
Sorry about that
Hungry,
mistake, but it worked out.
but I'm hungry.
Signed butt plugs. Yeah, extra. We could, how we could get the butt plugs? We could, what's it called? The printer, the 3D printing. We could 3D print our own butt plugs. And there we go. Boom.
And boom goes the dynamite.
All right. Enough about butt plugs. All right, let's see who's, let me close this. Wait a minute, how do you close just the game? All right, I'll just close that window. Oh, there we go. And then here. Okay, yeah, we got 3 people to choose from. And they're all 5-minute. And
Make sure it's
actually,
unrated.
it is, but the last one is not. So, points moot anyway, because we're only going to do one more right now. But I will just say for future reference, Tanit, yours is rated. So, I wouldn't be able to accept yours. Oh, is that Tawny? That's Tawny. Tawny. I'm sorry, I didn't have my glasses
He
on.
just wants to play chess.
Yeah, Tawny, if you're listening, Ben is definitely not going to play you in blindfold chess.
No, he just wants to play regular chess.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just talking to him for a
He's
minute.
probably not
if
even
you don't
watching
mind.
this
Well,
stream.
he might be.
He's probably banning me as we speak.
Sorry, So yeah, Tawny, Ben would love to play you another time, but it won't be now. So we're going to take Heron, 5-minute unrated. Here we go.
You didn't tell me the rating.
1051.
Oh, 4 digits.
You're white.
D4.
D5.
C4.
E6.
Knight C3.
Knight F6.
Bishop G5.
D takes C4.
E4.
B5.
E5.
H6.
Bishop H4.
G5.
Bishop G3.
Knight D5.
Knight F3.
Bishop B7.
Bishop E2.
G4.
Knight to D2.
H5.
H4.
Knight takes c3.
B takes c3. I've been sure for about 5 moves this guy's using an engine, by the way.
All right. Bishop takes g2.
Rook g1. It's more clear every move.
Bishop b7.
a4. I've never played Blindfolded, and the guy cheated with an engine. This is a new thing for me.
a6. The show must go on.
Queen c2.
Knight c6.
Knight e4.
Knight a5.
f3.
Knight b3.
Rook a2.
Bishop takes e4.
Queen takes e4.
Bishop e7.
A takes b5.
Queen c8.
F takes g4.
H takes g4.
Bishop takes g4.
Bishop takes h4.
Bishop takes h4.
Rook takes h4.
And Queen f3.
A takes b5.
Rook takes a8.
King d7.
Rook takes queen.
King takes c8.
Queen takes f7.
King b7.
Bishop takes e6.
b4.
Bishop takes c4.
B takes c3.
Bishop takes b3.
Rook e4 check.
King f2.
Rook takes d4.
Rook b1.
Rook d2 check.
King g3.
Rook b2.
Rook takes b2.
C takes b2.
Bishop d5 check.
King b6.
Bishop e4. How much time do I have?
Just a second. C6, you have
Queen,
47.
Queen B3 check.
They have 36.
Mm-hmm.
King C7.
Queen takes B2.
King D7.
Queen B7 check.
King E6.
Queen takes C6 check.
King F7.
Queen D7 check.
King G8.
Bishop D5 check.
King F8.
Queen F7 mate.
Yay.
Yeah, they stopped cheating when I pointed it out.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Solve the problem.
Sometimes when I point it out, they stop. 5 mistakes, 0 blunders.
Yeah, I didn't want to waste too much time talking about the times.
I was surprised I had so much. Yeah, try not to cheat when I'm playing blindfold, because it's hard to play blindfold. I played 78.9, and he played 70.1. Notice when I said he was cheating, all his moves are blue exclams everywhere.
Yeah.
Every move is a great move.
It did change at some point.
Yeah, when I pointed out he was cheating.
There are no
then,
more.
Then
Wait, there's
as soon
one.
as I...
A takes B5. Oh, no, that's you.
What? Yeah, that's me. Yeah. No, this
There's
is
no
like when
more
I said
blue.
when I say he was cheating was around here.
Yeah.
And then question mark, double question mark.
Everything's colorized.
Yeah. But when I said he was cheating, every move exclam, best move ever. Then I said this guy's cheating, then question marks everywhere. Sometimes people stop cheating when I call them out for cheating.
Yeah, no cheating. Now, come on, be good boys and girls.
Yeah, you played probably like 99 before I said anything.
Don't be bad. Be good.
Yeah, this is sort of a newish line just taking on C4. Yeah, nobody low rated is going to play B5. That's like a high rated player's move.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this mouse. Oh, that's better. Yeah, E5's not good. Yeah, I'm already like in trouble here. Yeah, G4 I didn't think of. I was like, oh, that's not good for me. H5 is really good because he wants to play knight takes and bishop takes, but this pawn's hanging. So H5 threatens to win my bishop with H4, and then when I stop it, his pawn's protected, so then he can do this. So H5 is really good. Yeah, it was around here where I called him out for cheating. It was like right around here. And then I think this is where he stopped. He's +4 here. Yeah, so then he just made all bad moves.
Oh, no cheating. Ben can tell when you're cheating.
Yeah, then his moves were all bad. That's terrible. Bishop takes E4.
Yeah.
Yeah, his moves just stopped making sense at all after I said he was cheating. Now I'm winning. Yeah, that just hung all of his pieces. Then I just had to not lose on time.
Yeah. The account was made a month ago. Hey, Scottish Demon Goat, how's it going?
No, I mean, as soon as I said the
Yeah.
guy's cheating, he stopped cheating, and then it was he went from playing 2,900 strength to playing like 400 strength.
I mean, I wondered before you said it if he was cheating just because the moves were incredibly unusual and you were having to think for each move. So
I thought he was cheating like on move 7.
Yeah.
And then on move 11, 12, I was convinced he was cheating. I didn't realize I had taken all of his pieces. So if he had played King H8, I was going to stalemate him. I was going to go here, and then every move he makes, I'd play mate. But I didn't realize he only had a king left. So it's good he played here. Because I thought he had something left. I didn't know I took all his pieces. Yeah, he was +4, +5 before he stopped. Anyway, thanks for watching the Blindfold and donating and being somewhat impressed.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So should I go get some food?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
So should I
We'll show them the food first.
should I show them all the things that we ordered, and then you can select from that?
There's only 2 separate things.
Oh, well, then I'll just bring down those 2.
Just bring the 2 down
Yeah.
that we ordered.
And then you can pick
Because
what
I
you're
ordered
gonna
several of each because those were the vegan ones.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And then, can you bring me a bottle of water from the fridge?
Yeah.
Hooray.
Okay, guys. So I'll be right back. You might want to do some talking points.
Yeah.
Talk about Factor.
Yeah, I got 2 things to do.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
So this stream is sponsored by Factor. They're a food company. You order food, send it to you, then you eat it. And what differentiates them from other food sponsors that we've used is you don't have to take all the ingredients and prepare it for an hour, which is what the other ones did. This one, they've already made the food. You just have to heat it. You can use either conventional oven or microwave. Microwave's quicker. So that's what I would use. But I microwave stuff. You're not supposed to microwave because it's quicker. I mean, it doesn't taste worse to me. Everybody else it does. They're like, oh, you can't microwave that. I'm like, all right. Anyway, use my link or go to go.factor75.com and use the code FACTORSC23871 for 50% off your first box, which is what we did. We got 50% off our first box. And then before they sponsored us, C.L. Smith told me that he was already ordering food from them and he enjoyed it. He'd been ordering it for months. So I haven't had any of their food yet because we got the delivery yesterday and we were waiting for the stream. I didn't stream yesterday because I was exhausted and I was finishing a Chessable course. I've done 9 chapters so far. 9. It'll probably be about 20 chapters. It's taken me 2 months to do 9 chapters. Then I have to make the videos. There'll be a video for each chapter. I'll be doing that in May and June. And then in July or August, you can buy it. Although sometimes you can buy it earlier. Like they'll give you a free chapter or something. Yay, Factor. Use my code. Do as I say. Yeah. Is it worth it or is it more than you expected for the pay? Is what worth it? What? I don't know if you're talking about Factor or Chessable. I haven't been paid by Factor or Chessable yet, so I don't know. Anyway, buy stuff from Factor so that way you get to eat so you're not hungry and we get a commission. So like Duke and Duke. The work for Chessable, well, they sell Chessable and then I get a cut of it and it's not ready yet. So I won't know until August, September, November, October, in that order.
Yeah, you guys
December.
have to all buy it.
Yeah. If people buy it, I'll make a lot of money. If nobody buys it, I won't make any money.
Right.
So there you go.
So.
Okay, this is 3-bean vegan chili because it says it is. Fresh, never frozen meals, chef prepared, dietitian approved, no prep, no mess, heat and eat in 2 minutes. America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit. So I'll open it. Mm-hmm. And it's got the chili, and it's got cornbread, and it has some vegan sauce. Mm-hmm. Hooray. And then I eat it, and then I'm not hungry anymore. Okay, although knowing me, I'll still be hungry. Okay, then this is the peanut Buddha bowl. This is also vegan.
Something happened.
That always makes noise when anything happens. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could just be a follow. So, okay,
I didn't
so
know we had follows turned on.
We don't, but it does it when you do the Factor thing. It makes noise when anything happens.
Okay.
So yeah, okay. So this is the peanut butter Buddha bowl, and it has a little side of broccoli and some vegan sauce. And then Karen's not as hungry as me, so I'm gonna eat her food too. Yay!
I'm gonna eat mine later.
And she forgot to bring me a water.
Oh, well, when I go out to cook the food, I
know,
forget
I'm kidding.
it. So which one do you want to eat?
Surprise me.
No,
What do you mean no? Just pick one. I don't care.
You pick one.
I'm gonna eat them both, so it doesn't matter.
All right. I'll pick one.
I could pick one. I'll just point and not know what it is. Then I won't know what it is, and I picked it.
I'll just pick one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
Can you eat it blindfolded?
I could, but it would get all messy. I don't want to mess up the blindfold. Okay, let me read one of the talking points. No more takeout. Factor delivers nutritious fast food. Food fast. Yay, $3.
Yay, thank you, Buffalo.
Hooray.
49.
All right. Try not to write so much because, we can't read like that.
Aw.
No more
I would read
takeout. Factor delivers nutritious food fast. Factor helps you avoid fast food and ordering in with no nonsense, delicious food that's ready quickly. Factor's chef-prepared meals take the guesswork out of eating well, so you never have to opt for something that isn't good for you.
Okay,
I'd like to point out that it looks like the person who wrote that watches Seinfeld, because, nutritious food fast and quickly, that's all from Kenny Rogers Roasters on Seinfeld. If only Lawful Waffle was here to back me up. Yeah, quadruple digit at last. Put the exact quote. Right, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, so the other food companies, you got to put all the ingredients together and make the food, and that takes an hour, and this, you just heat it up and eat it. Yes. And I haven't eaten in 8 hours, so I'm pretty hungry. Etc. So go Factor. The more Factor you order, the less hungry you are. So there you go. Portion size has to do with, what a portion is. You don't want it to be too big because then you'll get big like me. You want to have it small so it'll be small like I'm going to be. Exactly, Sasha. So the rest of the stream we're going to eat, well, I am, and we'll see if Karen brings me the bottled water or not. 50-50. And then and then we'll do puzzles. Any questions you have about can I do this and can I do that? The answer is no. I like broccoli. I don't know what Newman's talking about. By the way, Newman, since Seinfeld ended, has lost about 100 pounds. Just so you know. The actor who plays Newman. The longer she takes, the more likely I'm going to get water. Wayne Knight is correct. Go broccoli. Yeah, if you support our sponsors, when we get sponsors, then we can keep streaming and it helps us, with the stream. Because this is our only source of income is the stream. And then hopefully I'll make some money with Chessable, but I don't know how much because I've never done Chessable. There's a large upside. They just got 1 million members of the Chessable community today. They hit the 1 million mark. So if 1 million people buy my course, then it's fine. But if 40 people buy my course, that's not as good. So we could combine them and 40 million people can buy my course. My course will be available sometime between June and August for you to purchase. That's right. He was killed in Jurassic Park. Wayne Knight was. Go, Ben. It's Ben. I'm doing well. How would you cheat against somebody who's playing Blindfold? Terrible. Croatia. So this is weird. This is the second time Karen said a rating, and then the rating that's put up here is not their rating. She said this guy was 1,000 something. Yeah, 1,051. And then it says 1,571. So there's some glitch in chess.com when it does the game analysis, it gives them a different rating. My rating's the same. So there's some, chess.com has a glitch. I never played a blindfold game on stream where my opponent only had a king left. It's never happened. Yeah, that's right. It's showing their rapid rating in the analysis. It doesn't show my rapid rating. It shows the same rating for me. I'm 2724. I've been on the road to 2750 for about a week. Then if I ever get to 2750, I'll be on the road to 2800 and so forth. Mainly and so forth. And the final goes 2850. After that, I give up. There's no road to 2900. I'm not going to get that. 2850, I have a chance. 2900, I don't have any chance. But I have to get to 2750 first, then 2800. Then the road to 2850 is tough. In-person competitions, as long as you can make legal moves most of the time, that's good enough. I have no idea what my bullet rating is. It's probably not very good. Thanks, Soleil, Soleil, Soleil. You have a very sunny disposition. Merci pour la subscription. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, 2537 is pretty apathetic. Did you guys see the funny video that's on Twitter a lot of Hikaru saying he doesn't care about, Levy and Botez winning Streamer of the Year? They can't win chess awards. He's won the U.S. Championship, etc. That was funny. Yay, old St. Louis lectures.
So I don't know.
We were discussing whether you remember the water.
Oh, I didn't. I'll go get it.
What happened to the sauce?
I put it on there.
Oh, you just mixed
Yeah,
it in.
mixed it. It wasn't very thin. It was kind of thick. But
Here's my food. If I tip it too much, it'll fall.
see if you can show it to them.
I am showing it to them. Yeah. Frankly, delicious.
Yeah, I took one bite of it. It's pretty good.
You took a bite of my food? Mm-hmm. No. Then the calorie count's going to be slightly off.
It was a really tiny bite. I was mainly interested in what the sauce tasted like.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you got to scoot over just a little bit.
Which way?
That way, yeah. Mm-hmm. You got it. That's good. It's peanut, what is it? Buddha bowl?
Mm-hmm.
Peanut Buddha bowl or something like that. Yeah, it actually tasted pretty good.
Frankly, delicious.
I'm not hungry, so I'm not going to eat. I just took a little taste of it. Yes, Finn. And the best thing about it is there's no cooking involved. Now, Demon Clash, what do you mean Hikaru is salty?
I was talking about Hikaru and complaining about Botez and Gotham chess.
Oh, his snarkiness. Yeah. I saw all that drama. It's kind of funny. We talked about that a little bit before. I thought, oh no, I guess we talked about the cutie Cinderella drama with Minx, but we didn't really talk about the Hikaru drama. Well, they just had the streamer awards, and the nominees were Hikaru, Gotham Chess, Botez Live, and Anna Kramling. I'm not sure how to say her name exactly, but anyway, Gotham Chess won, and he said on his stream, oh, I don't care about these awards, and they'll never accomplish anything in chess, so, come on. So it was just kind of snarky, and the only reason I even knew about it was because Alexandra Botez, tweeted a clip of him being ugly and diminishing the fact that they won, or that she won the previous year, and diminishing just that winning it was worth anything. And so she tweeted it and said, I wonder if Hikaru's going to unfollow me again. So then of course I looked at the clip, but I think she didn't seem mad. I think she probably thinks it's funny. But he gets pretty petulant sometimes. He didn't do anything wrong this time. Well, he was a dick. I mean, I guess if it's not wrong to be a dick, then no. It's just funny. Everybody's laughing about it. But
it's a good thing he doesn't care, though.
Yeah, I do feel sorry, when I was mentioning on the stream that Cutie Cinderella is the one that runs these award shows. It's a streamer awards, second year in a row, and she spends her own money. I mean, it's a ton of money. I don't think she's making a lot of money. She says this year she thinks she broke even. Last year she lost money. That's what she says. I don't think she's making it up. But anyway, she got all mad, like I was mentioning before on the stream, at Minx, who got drunk and had a seizure because she has epilepsy and isn't supposed to drink. Supposedly Minx ruined the after party, and they had a little fight on Twitter about it. And then I went back to look, and it looked like they deleted the tweets, but Cutie no longer follows Minx, and Minx is back in Ireland. I'm probably the only one that knows about this, right? You guys probably don't even know who Cutie is, or do you? I don't have a sense of who knows what. But I mean, I felt bad about the whole thing for Minx. I can't help it. I like Minx. Minx is always in trouble about something. She was living at this one place. She keeps having to move. She was living at this one place where some guys were living under the house, and dealing drugs or something. It was strange. They somehow broke into the house, and her cats escaped, and she keeps having problems at different houses she lives in.
That's a complicated joke trying to learn. Well done.
Karen, could you read me the dictionary?
Me referencing Rick and Morty.
Oh, the number of cons. Yeah, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying, Jobby Head, is it was ridiculous that they were arguing right there. It was on Twitter. Oh, you're saying should it have been on Twitch? I don't know. I mean, I think you mean Twitter. Maybe I said the wrong thing. It was on Twitter.
You missed trying to learn when I was explaining what PogChamps was to Karen.
Yeah. I asked what it was, and everybody said I was innocent for not knowing what
Karen claims she's a Pog, so there you go.
PAWG. I didn't know what that meant. I mean, I do have a fat ass, proportionally. Even when I get super skinny, my butt is just big. It's just the way it is. It's neither good or bad. It's just a fact of life. Ben, you hold your fork in properly.
Food goes in here. I could hold it like this, but then this is better. Rawr.
It's funny because I just talked to Archer about this the other day. He was holding his fork like that. It was just me and him. I had taken him to lunch. And excuse me. And he was holding it wrong, and I said, "Hey, by the way, you do know the right way to hold it, right?" And I showed. He goes, "Yeah, I know that." And I said, "Well, you can hold it the wrong way if it's just me." I just want to make sure you knew in case you needed to do it the right way. How did Archer do in his tournament? The Blitz tournament, you mean? I don't know. How did he do?
He tied for second.
Tied for
He
second.
was in second the whole tournament to me. My brother's going to be on the stream on Saturday, so don't forget it.
Oh, I see, Jobby. I mean, having a fit, there's some twitching involved. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Cutie posted their DMs and where Minx swore she wouldn't drink, and she said pinky swear. And then Cutie said, all right, well, you can come to the awards. And then on Twitter afterwards, she was saying that she almost threw her out because everybody was really bothered by her being so drunk at the awards.
Yeah, that was good.
Yay.
And I didn't even have to heat it up. Hooray. Let's do another talking point. No prep, no mess. Factor meals arrive pre-prepared and ready to eat in 2 minutes or less, even faster than ordering in. Meal plans offer variety with a rotating weekly menu of 27 plus meal options and 33 plus add-ons like smoothies, keto shakes, desserts, and more.
Yay.
Go Factor. Yeah, I didn't even make a mess. It's true.
Yeah.
I can't argue with the talking point.
Everything about it was great.
I didn't make a mess.
Easy, no mess, tasted good. I hate cooking.
It wasn't easy getting my water, but I got it.
So some of their competitors, do require quite a lot of preparation. So this was nice that I didn't have to do too much. I'm busy. Yeah, Ben doesn't care about Minx. I don't think he knows who she is at all, Point Gal.
She's just a minx.
But she's actually good friends with Andrea, unless Andrea is also mad at her about the drunk incident. Who knows? All right, let's do some. Let's do some puzzles. Get that going.
You need more strategery.
That's funny, Lawful Waffle.
Now, let me just a second here.
Yeah.
Before I do puzzles, we had this problem last stream when we were doing Factor.
What?
Is we don't want to get rid of the Factor thing when we do puzzles.
Well, there's a puzzle.
Oh, here.
Yeah. There's one for
That's
puzzles.
good. Although the Factor thing's sort of cut off by the chess thing.
We can just move it, whatever needs to be
Let's
done.
move the chess one, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see.
But actually, I'm not sure if it's separate, so I don't think you can because it's part of the layout.
Oh, so move the Factor thing?
Yeah, I just resize it and move it. Do you want me to do it? What might even be easier if you go back here, click here. No, click here. Let me do it. So you can actually... Oh, it's over here. Let me see. I can't see us.
Yeah, I'll just move it over there.
Well, what I was going to do is instead of doing that, what's it called on here? You can just select it. Is it this guy? Yeah. And then you can copy. And then paste. And then where's the other one? Maybe this one is easy. It didn't work. Okay.
Here, I'll
So just
fix it.
move it. That's fine. My way didn't work, and it's not worth. It's not worth worrying. So yeah, just move it. You have to probably resize it on the right.
Is it this one?
Yeah, just turn that one off.
It's this one?
Yeah, click this one here and then touch the eyeball. Yeah, and then go back to the other one. Unlock it.
It doesn't. How come when I touch the eyeball, it doesn't get rid of it? That's weird.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe that is weird. Maybe just go ahead and delete one of them then.
Yeah, this was a lot harder than moving it. I
Yeah.
don't even know how to delete it. Remove?
Mm-hmm. I wonder if that's the wrong thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Is it the goal widget? Maybe it's the goal widget.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the problem, is we
Mm-hmm.
brought the wrong thing in. So the alert probably has to be, we wouldn't have seen the alert. That was the problem. We had the wrong widget. You can just do that, though. It did work. We just copied the wrong widget. There you go. And then I would select that. Yeah, move. That's going to need to be moved over. Remember how we didn't like it over here? I think.
Well, removing the alert?
I thought you didn't like it there. When it comes up, it's right here, and you couldn't see it. So I think we had moved it. But you can just leave it there. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, let's leave it.
Yeah, you can't see it till it pops up. And if we don't like it, we can move it then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, we're back.
Mm-hmm. Yay, 200 bits. Perfect.
Yay. All right, well, let's get a puzzle going.
Let me just move that down.
That's what I was talking about.
Okay, now give 200 bits again. See if moving it down worked. Or 100 bits. Thanks, Finegold. Yay, 200 bits. Now let's see how it worked. Well, it's not there at all.
Looks like it might be under something. I'm not sure.
Should be good.
The chess.com alerts, maybe that.
But this is over that. It's higher.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's weird. All right, well, I'll put it here. All right,
Yeah.
so just keep donating forever until we fix it.
All right, well, let's do a puzzle, and then when it pops up again, we can check it out then.
Mm-hmm. Ready?
Mm-hmm. All right, black to move.
Whose turn is it? I solved it. Looks like Hikaru's secret account is in the chat, explaining how Hikaru should have won, not Gotham.
Yeah. How do they choose the winner? I don't even know how they choose it.
I think you vote.
Let's see. How can I do this? Check. It goes there. I have a lot of other.
Scottish Demon Goat's having a stroke over there. keeps correcting his previous post. Notation too hard. Scottish Demon Goat said B6 was the right move. Man.
All right, let me just look. Oh yeah, because it's like a mate. So this is Queen of One Piece.
Use my link or go to go.factor75.com and use code FACTOR23871 for 50% off your first box. Go Factor.
Well, I see that the knight's hanging down there, so maybe that didn't really do anything because then there's even material. I don't know. Queenie 2? Okay, well, that's why I couldn't solve it.
Should I give you the answer?
No, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so you check. If he takes it, Queen D1 is mate. So it's going to play King B3.
I didn't see that was made. Okay, Queen B.
Then you check here, and then if he plays King B2 or King A2, then this is mate. 2970.
That's a common pattern where and I have a hard time visualizing that where the queen, like there's that pawn queen formation.
Mm-hmm.
I've missed different puzzles before because I couldn't visualize that. Gotham should have won the award for the most clickbait titles.
We should have won the best thumbnail award. Everybody loves our thumbnails. Mm-hmm. It's like Raymond. Everybody loves them.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
I guess that's the answer. We have a YouTube editor that does postings on Twitter and our YouTube stuff. She prefers to remain anonymous. Go Factor. Don't forget to use that code, and there's a panel below this stream where you can click to the link. After this puzzle, let's go to the website.
Oh, yeah. So I was looking, I'm not sure about this one. I was looking at knight d5.
Uh-huh, I agree. And never give up.
Then, bishop takes f6. Let me look for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
see, which is better? Guess I still just
Use my
Yes.
link or
Hang
go to go.factor75.com and use code FACTORSE23871 for 50% off your first box. Go
So-
Factor.
I think it's still Queen H5.
There's a bishop
Oh, I didn't
here.
see the bishop.
Yeah.
That was dumb. Well, see, my bishop's attacked, and then I can take two different things. So I'm not sure now. See if I take there. Piece.
And that food was good. Go food. As my mom used to say, it's good to eat.
Yeah.
Then they wouldn't feed her. But, you know, when she did eat.
I guess just take the rook.
Mm-mm.
Not sure.
You want to play this, so you just get rid of the bishop. Then you can
with the king.
then you can get in there.
I wasn't even thinking about the
Yeah.
king taking.
2790.
Darn.
Now you got this action and you got this action. A lot of action.
There was too much
A lot
going on.
of
I figured
action.
it out. Darn, that was. I just couldn't do it.
You have the high spade in the hole.
Hey, Seaburn, what's her rating?
Now, if I'm correct, I'm not saying I'm correct.
It's 13 something.
Not saying I'm correct.
15,
If I'm correct, Karen still hasn't seen Rounders.
That's true.
Somebody who loves poker as much as Karen hasn't seen Rounders. Amazing.
I'm busy.
It's amazing.
If I have 2 hours, do I want to watch a movie or do I want to study poker or play poker? It's going to definitely be study or play poker.
It's got to be see Rounders. That's what the chat's going to say.
It's not that I don't want to see it. I have other things I want to do more.
Lot of action.
So it's going to be a while before I see it. Because I'm super busy.
It's like the saying, women are the rake. Come on, Karen Chess. I got third place in a 90 player last night.
Cool toast. Where?
Solid.
Nice. What was the payout for a 90 player? I guess it depends on the buy-in. I've gotten to the final table a couple of times in some of those daily tournaments, where there's, whatever, 90, similar. But I didn't get third. Oh, it's online.
Yay, thanks for 100 bits. Ooh, it popped up good. I moved
24.
it good and now it's perfect.
Cool. Yeah, I got $25 the other day. But
Danny Alls, you have to email Karen at atlchessclub.com and she'll explain it to you.
yeah, just send me an email. KA Ghost, no, it's not all luck. It's part luck and a great amount of skill. You wouldn't even believe it.
Poker's all luck. And the same people are lucky. The same 5 guys.
Well, if you look at
That's the
poker,
Rounders.
the same people are winning and final tabling. You have to, it's a lot of math and understanding probabilities and,
Yeah, we are great. Thank you.
and, some of it's memorization. Some of it's just an intuition and experience. And you have to be able to adjust your play based on factors, but then you got to be careful,
You have to rob the winning players. The losing players don't have any money. Terrible.
because if it's just real complicated. I enjoy studying it. I've gotten way better than when I started. Ben was probably just trying to make me feel good, but today he claims that I'm better than him
That was
now.
yesterday.
I was at yesterday.
Mhm.
It's all a blur.
But yeah, I claim it today too.
I've been studying a lot. I've improved a lot. I understand a little compared to what I don't know.
Paul Newman got lucky against Lonigan. What movie is he referring to?
The Hustler.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
I had the name of the movie that I forgot. The Sting.
Oh, okay.
That's because they were both cheating, but Paul Newman was cheating better. And Lonigan says, "What was I supposed to do? Call him out for cheating better than me in front of everybody?"
Tons and tons of graphs, charts. There are different charts that, range charts that I don't know yet. But I'm going to get better. I just have to keep studying.
Ready?
Yeah.
That was 2790, that puzzle.
Yeah, I didn't do well on that one.
I was looking at queen check, king here, knight here check, moving the knight illegally like the chat. Yeah, that's a good move, knight here check.
Yeah.
Exclam. I guess that's the answer. Don't forget to order from Factor, because then you can eat. Man, that food was good. Fitness and wellness. Factor helps you reach your goals. Fitness starts with food, and Factor makes it possible for you to achieve your daily goals through nutritious, purposeful eating. Ingredients with integrity and dietitian approved. I like that, with integrity. Most of my ingredients with other foods don't have integrity. Yeah, the last time I played poker, I got very unlucky on two hands. All in pre-flop, I had kings, and the opponents had jacks and nines, and the guy with the jacks rivered a flush. Another hand, I flopped top two pair, all in, and the guy called with a flush draw and hit the flush on the river. So I got rivered twice in hands where I was 70 to 90% to win. And by 90, I mean 70 to 80%. And by 80, I mean about 70% to win. So that was, not good for the bankroll.
Mm-hmm.
There was another hand where my opponent played very strange.
So I was looking at Queen G1.
Uh-huh. I had tens and he had queen rag. And he kept betting and betting and betting. Then he hit a queen on the river and checked. And I checked. And he won the hand. He had 3 outs, a queen. It was very weird. I like the way he checked the river. I checked. So. I put the money in when I was good. And then when I wasn't good, he checked. But his play of the hand was strange. Usually people don't play queen rag all the way to the river and keep betting. Maybe he lost a bet. So that wasn't a fun session. 2 hours of me getting rivered. I like when I river them. Then it's funny. I still like my move.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why I'm a grandmaster. Most people don't think
I
of
like
moves
that move
that.
too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess Rookie 8.
If Rook E8, I think he plays
The
Bishop
bishop.
E3.
I see the
I was just
bishop.
going to take the bishop. And then I thought the puzzle was over.
Oh, maybe.
Because the thing is, after Rook here, Bishop here, I can't play D4 because it's illegal. But I thought this was just winning.
Yeah, I didn't even
I'm a
look at
pawn
that.
up and he's pinned here. Ooh, now if I take the queen, the knight c3 check wins my queen. I didn't see that. That's a good trick. I guess I play king here. Because if I take knight check, rook takes, looks like a draw. So I guess this. Now my queen's attacked. So I can take the rook, take the pawn, or rook e8 check. Taking the pawn hangs the queen.
Yeah, I see that.
So what I don't understand is if queen takes rook wins, then why doesn't rook here check and then queen takes rook win? Why don't they both win? How could one of them be wrong?
You could win the queen the other way. Oh no, because the rook's there.
See, after queen takes, knight c4 check, king here. Oh, you could play knight a3 check. Oh, yeah. Oh. So when he plays knight c4 check, I want to play king here. And then after queen takes, I don't want my rook here. I want to play king b8 and not trap my rook.
I don't know what you're talking about.
When he checks me, I want to play king here. Then when he takes my knight with check, I would prefer my rook's not here. I don't want to trap my rook. So I check, then I take, then I play king a7, and then my king's safe.
Okay.
So that's the answer.
Okay.
3202.
That does make sense.
Yeah, then if he checks, I go here, and I'm just winning material. Yeah, that was hard. I was like, why is rook e8 or queen takes? Why are they different? And that's why they're different. Because I'm not going here. I'm hiding here.
I see that.
3202.
That was pretty hard.
I think it was 3202, but I'll take the credit. Mm-hmm. It got harder as it was going on. I didn't see queen takes d5 check, so I'm ashamed. As a grandmaster, missing that is embarrassing.
Too hard for you, Bonarici?
Uh-huh. That's what she said in PogChamps.
What, PAWG?
It doesn't matter, as long as it's funny. Ready?
Yeah. I am curious about what's on the OnlyFans now that I've been talking about it. I'm going to go just see what's on there. Because I don't even know if it's videos. I've heard of it, and I know it's sexy photos at least. It. But I'm wondering, are video? I guess videos.
I'm going to go to the bathroom because I solved it.
Yeah. So it must be somewhat pornographic. Yeah, because I think Amaranth is on there.
What, PogChamps?
OnlyFans. OnlyFans is what I'm talking about. Let me see. Sorry, I'm so quiet. I'm just trying to figure this puzzle out. Let's see. Got that move. I think I hear Ben coming. Let me see. Darn, I'm still looking at this dumb puzzle.
Did you solve it?
No.
What?
No, I didn't solve it. I mean, I want to just go king h7, but I know that's a defensive move. So go ahead.
Okay. So the first thing you notice is the queen and king are lined up. Therefore, if I could play e5, that would be check and win the knight. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw that.
Therefore, I want the queen to move. Therefore, I'm either going to play rook c5 or knight c6. Then when the queen moves, e5 check wins a piece. And only one of those two moves works. If you play rook c5, that vacates the c7 square, so white has queen b8. Then you don't win a piece because you're queen. So therefore, it's knight c6 by the process of elimination. And then e5 check. And then you take the knight. All done. I hope
you're
that was
still working
explained
on it?
properly.
I wasn't going to get it, Bonarici. I didn't have the right ideas at all.
24-21.
I mean, that was bad. You finally got one back. That was a good explanation. I agree. And it was crystal clear once you said it. I'm like, oh, yeah.
That's how I did it in my head. I was like, I want to play e5 check. And then I said, oh, rook c5 doesn't work, so it's knight c6.
Yeah, I understood about it. Makes room for the queen to come down.
This puzzle featured in the PogChamps. Ready?
I'm always surprised that when I was talking about Cutie and all the minks, all the online drama.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's one been raging in the poker community for several weeks surrounding the woman that does have cancer, I guess, Jamie LaFay.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it just never ends. It never ends. And now Prahlad got in there. Hey, what is going on? A lot of crazy people.
Okay, I have an answer. Real Sean Deeb says just block Prahlad. Life much better then. What are the chances that's Sean Deeb?
I don't know. That can't be Sean Deeb.
I think it's Sean Deeb.
Is that Sean Deeb?
I mean, who else could it be?
Is that Sean Deeb? That
Could
can't
be.
be Sean Deeb.
Why can't it be?
Hey, well,
Are you Sean Deeb or are you just kidding?
I gotta click on you. I mean, why would he be over here?
He likes watching chess stream.
I don't think.
I can slow roll you if you want. Yeah, Sean Deeb is an excellent poker player. Better than excellent. I don't know what the terms
Hey,
world class.
If that's the real Sean Deeb, I'm thrilled that Sean Deeb is here. But I just find it hard to believe Sean Deeb would get on this train.
A lot of poker players know about this stream.
Yeah. You can
I
tweet.
can
Yeah,
tweet to
tweet.
prove it.
And also, like, I love the fact.
I'm sure you're Sean Deeb. Usually I'm very like, there's no way, but yeah, I feel like you're Sean Deeb. I don't know why. I got the sense that you are.
I love your dynamic with Veronica. She has a pinned tweet where she makes a joke about Sean sleeping with Sean. And Sean's a family man. Obviously a joke.
From Joey
Oh, the
Raids.
Joey Raids.
Yeah.
That's because I make him raid Joey.
Another world famous poker player who watches the stream is Dominic Nietzsche.
Yeah.
Dominic has donated a lot to the stream also. He's a big supporter. And he's about 1,300, 1,400 at chess.
Yay, I'm so thrilled if that's really Sean. I've been studying my ass off trying to get better at poker. I'm new. And
Wait, if you study your ass off, you won't be a pog anymore.
I mean, Chad has gotten so tired of me. Adam from Atlanta, one of your ex-students.
Who? Adam from
I'm
Atlanta.
trying to think who that would be. Sean Deeb, everybody's listened to me talk for just months and months about, I know every detail about the Robbie cheating scandal, and it just, oh yeah, get his last name. Yeah, I forgot about the Joey Raids during all the Robbie stuff. Yeah, I watched like every minute of that I could watch.
Loving every minute of it. Is that Loverboy? Loving it. There's 3 groups that I think are the same group. Loverboy, Survivor, and what's the third one? Damn. I can never remember all 3.
I get them all mixed up.
What's the third one? The third one's the best one. They're the most famous. Foreigner. Thank you, Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, Foreigner's way better than those other ones.
But they're all the same group. So whenever there's a song, I don't know which one of the 3 sang it.
Well, Sean can back me up, although maybe he's not paying attention to all this Jamie LaFay stuff. I mean, it just goes on and on. It just never ends. And then when I think they're finally done, then they start back up again.
See, Byrne, that's a very, very, very bad take.
But
It's really, Jaws 3's the best Jaws. It's definitely not the best.
Seabird's got to be joking.
One of the Jaws is, I don't know if it was 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Jaws 3 was Jaws 3D, by the way. Easily
I
worse.
saw it.
There was a Jaws that had nobody in it except the woman. None of the actors were in it from Jaws 1 or 2. It's just the woman, and she got paid a lot.
Was that the third Jaws 3?
I don't know if it was 3 or 4.
There?
I don't know. And that's the worst Jaws, whatever that one was.
I mean, that first one, though, that was scary. I mean, and I went to the ocean a lot. Yay!
Thanks, real Sean Deeb.
Yay, thank you, Sean Deeb.
Hey, Sean, we'll get your autograph or a selfie. We're going to be at the World Series from June 25th to July 6th.
I was at the World Poker Tour, and I saw all these poker celebrities, but I was too afraid to talk to any of them, so I didn't. But I saw Berkey. I didn't say anything. I saw Kerstetter. Didn't say anything. But we might have to bother you. Yay. Thank you for the sub. You're usually there. I got to get better real quick. I got all these poker tournaments coming up. I'm going to do the next circuit, which I think is in May, in Cherokee. Try to
All right, but here's a serious question about you and Brill. Okay.
He's a family man.
Here's no, I know that. I'm not talking about that. Here's my assumption is that you both are kidding, but occasionally it goes too far and one of you or both of you gets mad for real. and then it wears off eventually.
Oh, you're wondering if that's
That's my
true?
assumption of the dynamic. That's my assumption. It could be you both just hate each other. I don't know, but it seems unlikely.
I think that they're friendly.
Yeah, but it seems like that could go too far.
I agree.
And then people could get mad for real. Only one who gets mad is my wife. Yeah, if I was your wife, I could see getting mad.
Aw.
Yeah, Karen wouldn't let me have that dynamic with
No.
Veronica Brill.
There's like no way.
Wouldn't be allowed.
Oh, that's so nice, real Shonda. Yeah, no, I mean, everybody knows you're a family man. But yeah, Veronica's pretty hot. Veronica is pretty hot. So I could see how that might not go over real well. Oh, you played Among Us. I never even got to play that game. We wanted to do that on stream, and I don't know what happened. We just never did it. Banter was always strong.
Thanks for the sub, by the way.
Yay. Let's do another chess puzzle.
We are doing one.
Oh, I didn't even
This
look.
one's been up for like 10 minutes.
I thought we already solved it.
I did, but you're Sean Deeb this and Veronica Brill
I got
that.
like really starstruck.
That can't be Sean Deeb.
Sean Deeb came on the stream. I got all starstruck. Okay,
It's what's
Sean
funny,
Deeb.
Sean, is I never think anybody's real, and immediately I thought you were real. It was weird. So hopefully you're not, because that's funnier.
All right. No, because he had a student name. He knew about the Joey raids. He's got to be real. It's got to be real. I mean, I was watching Joey night and day. I saw Sean on there.
If Sean Deeb has a Twitch account and that's not him, he could get that name removed.
Yeah, I know. I'm convinced.
I don't think
it's
that's
him
allowed.
because of the Joey raids.
When Yasser was talking to us, it was like I said, Yasser Sarawan, so it has to be him because otherwise Yasser could get that removed or.
All right, I got to.
No one would impersonate me.
Or you can keep talking to Sean. I got to solve this. So there. I did have some moves worked out, and then I forgot about it.
He is not related to Freddie Deeb. But funny question. Horse is a good basketball game. Okay,
So I
so
was looking at King G3.
Rep it, I'm going to read this.
Okay.
Okay, use my link or go to go.factor75.com and use code FACTOR SE23871 for 50% off your first box. I agree.
Yay. The food is really good for, I just microwaved it.
Mm-hmm. Now what?
Not related to Freddie.
Not what? No.
No one would impersonate you? Okay. All right, let's see. I think, let's see. A King G2.
So what I'm analyzing, because I don't see the difference between this and this.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Okay. So what I'm analyzing is he takes the knight and then he runs his king up here.
Oh, while you're trying to...
And I don't actually see how these moves differentiate from that. So I'm almost thinking it's here. Because it seems like this and this is the same. You take, then you play the other one, then here. And I'm like, why would this or this be better than the other one? But this could be better, because if his king runs and takes the knight over here, then his king can't come over here and get to my pawn in time.
Yeah.
But the main reason I think it's here is because I don't see the difference between these two moves. Like after king here, rook takes here, and pawn here, rook takes here. So why would one be better than the other? That's why I think it's here.
Right.
But I don't know. Maybe it's not. Because after here, you could play king d3, and then you can try to check from the side when he's doing this. So I don't like that either.
Right, I don't like that. I was thinking the same thing. But, I mean, if you lose that H-pawn, seems like you got to be able to Queen F pawn.
So I don't like any move. Okay, so it could be here, or I'm sorry, it could be here, and the difference is, if you play here, you could play rook here. Yeah, but then I go here, rook check, king here, rook check, king here. Then rook takes knight, then king here, then king here. So h2, rook takes, king here, queen takes here, 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 here. That's winning for black. So maybe the reason h2 isn't, maybe the reason king here isn't good is because of here. And if you play h2 and he goes here, then you play king here, king f2. So king here, rook here, pawn here, check, king here, check, king here. Seems like that should win too. Huh.
Yeah. Because the rook runs out of squares.
You know, after king here, rook here, pawn here, rook check, king here, rook check, king here, you could play king here. Huh. That's interesting. So that would, again, indicate it's this. Then after rook here, I go here, you go here. Then I could, I don't know. And after knight here, you could play king here, then move the rook over here, and then start checking. Huh. I like h2 of the three moves, but I'm not convinced. Of this move, and this move, I like h2 the best.
I don't even know.
I have to play h2 at some point.
Well, let's go with yours.
The other ones I don't necessarily have to play. But I feel like it's going to be wrong, because I think this wins too. So that's why,
Well, I didn't think about the king getting...
All right, let's try it. Close my eye. Where's my blindfold?
Right here.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. All right, let's try this. So it is knight here. Damn.
Darn.
I didn't want him to get his rook over here and start checking me from the side.
Yeah, I didn't like that idea either.
And again, I don't see the difference between this move and this move.
F5 makes sense, real Sean Deep. I was thinking about that too, but I'm talking about on a previous. All right, black to move. Let's see.
I still want to play h2 more than here. I'm going to play h2.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yay. 3163. I don't really understand that puzzle. I guess we could do an analysis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see why this doesn't win.
You didn't see the variation at all, Bonarici?
I thought this was winning. This says it's a draw. Oh, he just goes after this pawn. That's why it's a draw. He doesn't go after this. Ah. Let's see. Yeah, this is a draw. Okay.
I can't look at that and just glance at it and see that it's a draw.
Now, in this position, I thought he would go like here.
Mm-hmm.
Then f5 is the only move that wins, so he should have done that. So that's why I felt H2 was better all along than here, because I wasn't sure I should go here.
Maybe that's when Sean was talking about.
Yeah, this is too hard. I'm not world class like Sean D. I can't, you know. I got to ask Dominic what the answer is.
Adam Monich was the student.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember him?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's pretty cool. Is he playing poker now?
Adam Monic. So Adam, if I'm thinking of the same guy, I'm pretty sure it's him. He's not from Atlanta. He's from Michigan, and he was the best collegiate tennis player in Michigan. He was the best player at Michigan State University. And he broke his leg like 15 years ago or so. And he started playing chess as a consequence. I'm pretty sure that's him.
What does that mean? Now is Frat Bros with Dan Weinman.
He did seem like he'd be a frat bro.
Oh, I see that you're saying that's how you knew him. Okay. Oh, another poker player. I've heard of him. That puzzle was only...
It
Yeah,
was
3163.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's too hard.
Oh, that's your best friend? Yeah, I'm relatively new to poker, so I'm still learning all of the people. So sometimes I hear a name, but I don't know much about them.
Okay, this one's easy. I like this one.
Well, I did like the fact that Sean was at least asking some real questions. Joey was, you know, a little bit too sweet in the cheating scandal. He had to get his heavies on the stream. You know, the Harry Potter and Sean to the rescue and to ask those questions. All right, white to move.
Bob. Yeah, Dur seemed like he was crazy. He was in Asia being crazy. I like that. Look at the big brain on Bonarici.
Darn, Bonarici got it. Not that I'm mad that you got it, Bonarici, but it makes me feel pressured.
But she's furious.
I mean, I want to get it.
Now Bonarici's going to enter PogChamps.
See.
That's right, Bonarici. When Bonarici watches PogChamps, he puts the boner in Bonarici.
All right, let's see. Should I get this somehow? Okay, let me try there.
Use my link or go to go.factor75.com and use code FACTORSE23871 for 50% off your first box. Go Factor. That food was great. Go food.
Let's see what is there. As I can't see the difference between two moves. Like, wow, why they're not the same.
Which two moves?
I'm not gonna say it.
Oh. You gonna spray it?
But that's what the holdup is. there. Oh, it could go there. But it still wouldn't matter. Go to there. There. And check. Doesn't make any sense. That's all I can see. You know when you just get set on one move?
Mm-hmm. You got your mind set on one move.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's... Maybe that's just not the move. Um... So I wanted... Okay, I just don't know. I wanted to move bishop on f7.
Yeah, where?
But I couldn't... Either g6 or h5.
Yeah, if you go to h5, he has f5 when he plays king here. So you have to go to g6.
It's always that type thing that I can't see. It's so frustrating. I saw all those other moves.
2690.
Darn, it's so frustrating. Did you get it all, Bonarici? I saw all the moves, but I couldn't figure out which square to put the bishop on. I didn't see the pawn move.
Never move the pawn from f6. Ready?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see that pawn, Bonarici. Now, I wonder what Sean Deep thinks of that Prahlad. What a fucking nutcase. He's got to think he's a nutcase. So I had a move, it didn't work. Let me try this other thing. Oh, maybe I could go there. Well, let me try the other move again. Darn, I really can only come up with one idea, and I'm not sure of their defense. You're still looking?
Yeah, I got nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna keep looking then. Obviously, then mine's a pretty obvious move, so it's just probably incorrect. Let's see. Oh yeah, I didn't see that move. Okay. Okay, I have a different idea now. Let me see. All right, I have an idea. Let's see if it's gonna work. So I had an idea, but I don't know if it works.
Yeah, I got nothing.
All right, might as well just. All right, so I thought it was Queen F7.
In here.
Okay, then I thought it was Rook H1.
Then here.
Then I thought it was Rook G1.
Then here. That's what I've been looking at.
Darn, I didn't see that. Okay, I didn't see that defense. Okay.
See, if queen here, this loses because rook here, you can't play g6. You have to play king here. Then rook here threatens the queen and rook h5 and queen g7 mate. But at king h8, g6, I can't beat.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it's this. Then I don't know how to beat this. So I don't know how to beat this. If I was sure it was this move. And then I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I assume it's this, like you do. No. Well, the other moves are rook here and rook here.
Right, yeah. Let's see.
Oh. Yeah, it's rook here, queen check, and then rook g5. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I didn't see rook g5.
Man, that was tough.
Yeah, I didn't see rook g5.
Sean says maybe queen f7, then rook d1.
Even after queen e4, I'm not sure how to win, but I like my position a lot.
Yeah, that was tough.
Threatening here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, the queen's trapped. That's incredible. If the queen takes, rook takes, pawn check. And then queen takes, defends my rook. It's crazy. Wow. Yeah, that's too hard. They're all too hard. That was 3,092.
Yeah, that was super hard.
Go farty party.
I thought it was an interesting puzzle, though.
Uh-huh.
I just couldn't get there.
It's too hard.
Maybe one or
All
two
right,
ideas.
next. Yours, so next.
Yeah, there were a lot of options. Yeah, rook e5. Yeah, that was hard. All right, white to move.
Okay, I got it. Let's get a second train going. Go trains.
Go trains.
Who's going to start the train?
Let's see.
Where'd all my guys go? We only need 56 subs. Seems like a lot. Let's see. Perfect for gamers. Convenience never felt so good. Factors no hassle prepared foods. Make sure you always have something nutritious on hand when you don't have time to think about making lunch or dinner. Grab a prepared smoothie or keto shake for a quick snack, or heat and eat a chef quality meal in just 2 minutes with no prep or cleanup necessary, so you can stay focused on what you love to do. Go streaming.
I think I got it, but I'm going to look again.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm not doing very well tonight.
Yay, we have 1,400 viewers. A good time to start a train.
I'm glad I looked again.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad.
Yay, 2,000 viewers. What else? Oh, we still didn't go to the website. So we'll do that after this puzzle. I keep forgetting. Yay, Kaleidoscope Guy, 100 bits. Let's get that train started. It's the factor train. Yay, McNubbits, 100 bits. The hype train is close. You're very strong with white. Pretend you're white when you have black. That was easy. Go stream elements.
I think I got it. Let me double check. I keep thinking I got it, then I don't. Right there and there. Check. You could go there and think about that. And you went out the side. Well, my idea was wrong. So you're still right out the side. Did Bona Richie get it already? I'm so slow. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just slow. What can I say? These are hard. Oh, that's a move I didn't consider. Make sure you can't check me. I don't want to be checked. Here.
Bona Richie's still thinking.
Well, I mean, this one's hard, but they're all hard. Man, you solved it so fast too.
Bona Richie's answer is shallow and pedantic.
So I don't really know, but let's just try to move on.
It says Duke beat Oral Roberts in the Pog Champs.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
Duke beat Oral Roberts in the Pog Champs. Oral Roberts.
All right. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Frankly,
So
ridiculous.
rook takes f8.
King takes.
Okay, so then, well, I guess it's not right if you're doing all this.
Right.
All right, well, go ahead. I thought that we were if king take. Oh, wait, hang on. I did have a response for that. So, okay, well, what about queen d8?
Queen d8 has no threat, because if you take it, then I check and take back.
No, I'm saying if you said king.
Oh, rook takes, king takes, queen d8, king g7.
Okay, then.
There's nothing. Like queen's on the
Oh,
diagonal.
I forgot that queen was on the diagonal. All right, well, go ahead.
So it's queen d6 attacking the knight, threatening queen takes mate. And there's 2 knight moves, and they both lose immediately.
I looked at this move. I thought he could run out on the side over there.
You win a knight, you're up a rook. Can't just give a knight away. If you run away, you just down a rook.
Okay.
And then you take it, and then mate.
Darn.
2380.
I'm not doing very well tonight. Hey, Charlie Fleet, how's it going?
Use my link or go to go.factor75.com and use code FACTOR SC23871 for 50% off your first box.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
Hey, Joy.
Yours,
All right, well, I'm getting tired, so I have to say, what time is it? It's 10:13. Let me just real quick.
Yay, we have 2,000 viewers. We still haven't gotten a train yet. Go train.
I'm glad that I didn't get a text trying to entice me out to karaoke.
I could text you.
No, I'm tired. I need to not go out. All right, white to move.
Okay. Karen was born tired. She's a morning person. It's not the morning.
Yeah, I'm a morning person. I get up early and, I take my child to school sometimes. I do work.
Sometimes he fends for himself. I'll have to watch basketball all night.
Yeah,
It's March Madness.
I've been doing a lot of poker, That is what my whole day is geared around. To get all my shit done so I can go play some poker on ACR and study some poker. And
they asked the Houston coach, how are you going to do against Northern Kentucky? And he said, quote, we're going to murder them, if you know what I mean. Man, tough words from the coach.
What? Okay, wait, check. And he takes. And I don't really. Oh, I've got this rook. Check. And he kind of runs over there.
I like the way Bonarici trails off at the end. Moves are illegal and typoed. That's funny. The beginning is good. Then he's just like, all right, here's some typos and illegal moves.
Well, it seems like you just chase the king down. Lord, I don't know. Was it queen f8?
Uh-huh.
And then he goes king h5.
Uh-huh.
And then I was looking at g4.
Uh-huh.
What?
Oh, I thought it was g4, king here, rook g1.
That's what I thought it was.
Damn. Well, that means it's rook g1 here, because there's no other move. I guess rook g1 does make more sense, because I'm threatening g4 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Darn.
I was going to play here and take the knight. That doesn't win. Man, tough. What?
See.
No. It's either queen f7 or g3. Let's see what queen f7 does. I don't like g3 because of queen f2. Yeah, it's not g4.
I was certain it was G4, but okay.
I don't know. I like queen f7.
I don't see anything else.
And then here, can't allow that. So I can either take this or play g4. If I take this, there's king here. So I sort of prefer g4, I guess. Although then king here, I don't know what to do. Then take, yeah. So, yeah, okay, g4. What? But here, take. It's never g4. I don't want him to go here, so I guess I'll take. 3061. I don't understand any of that puzzle.
Yeah, and he has all those blocks over there. I didn't get it.
I mean, even after here, I don't know why I'm winning. I don't understand that puzzle at all. Why am I winning? G3. Damn. Yeah, that puzzle's too hard. It should be more than 3061. It should be 3063 minimum. I blame you guys because we haven't had a train in a long time, so we can't solve the puzzles.
You didn't understand it either, Bonarici?
Wait, then it should have been easy. All right, next.
All right, we'll do another one.
Skip these hard ones.
Now, in a minute, though, I'm going up. What is your opinion about when you're going up?
It has to be a 3-hour stream because we're doing a factor.
Oh, did it say it has to be 3?
It has to be 2 hours when you start. We started an hour in. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to have 2 hours of this, you know.
I didn't know that. That's
the
fine.
minimum. Yeah.
We're almost there anyway.
Right.
It's just I'm hungry now and thirsty.
Yeah, I got to watch basketball all night and eat all night. They go together.
I got to go finish a poker video and go to bed. I might play a little bit of blitz chess with you. I'm tired. I get up so early.
I mean, that has to be the answer.
I don't see how people sleep late. I wake up, I'm ready to do stuff. But then I'm tired at night.
I guess that's the answer. Buy toast. A toast to toast.
Buy toast. I just like saying toast. Your toast.
Maximums is banned for his answer. Yeah, I agree with Bonarici. That can't be a good sign.
Well, it can't be a good sign.
I agree with him.
Oh.
Puzzle's nothing to sneeze at. Don't forget to buy factor food. That way you won't be hungry. And we'll get our cut. Hooray. No, Bonarici, your answer is good. Good.
I can't wait to get some lemonade. That's all I know.
We still haven't gone to the website.
Oh,
Keep forgetting.
darn. Well, you could do that, but then they can't see the.
Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll come back to the puzzle.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna still be looking at the puzzle.
What?
I mean, you because I got this screen. I'm
Yeah.
so slow anyway. All right, we're just gonna real quick show you this.
Yeah, so this is HelloFresh, and it tells you, I mean, not HelloFresh, this is Factor. Getting confused over here. This is the Factor website, and it tells you whether it's vegetarian, like if you're Karen, or vegan, like if you're me, or if you're even more vegan, like me. Man, this looks good. Spicy
I'm
sweet
still looking at the
potatoes.
puzzle.
And then this is vegetarian. We only look at the stuff that's vegetarian and vegan because that's what we are. But you can go to other stuff like, peppercorn filet mignon. And then we have the 3-bean vegan chili, which is, we have that.
Mm-hmm.
I ate the other one.
Yeah, I can't wait to eat the Buddha
Mm-hmm.
bowl.
Yeah. And then it's easy to order. You just click on it. So it tells you if it has extra protein or keto or calorie smart, turkey sloppy Joe Mama. Yeah, it has pictures of everything and it tells you about it. Indian butter chicken, top rated. Most of these aren't vegan, so I won't eat them. Then they have add-ons where you add stuff onto your order, like keto shakes. Shake, 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 shake your keto. It's a very large website. There's a lot of options. Smoothies, cheesecake, etc. They got fat bombs. Look at that, fat bombs.
Fat bombs.
So it says peanut butter berry fat bombs.
I'm still looking at the puzzle.
You can't beat that. All right, now let's have a look at spicy sweet potatoes and peanut sauce.
Well, that hangs.
Because that's vegan. Tells you how many calories and all that protein. 16 grams is pretty good. Yeah, that's good. That's vegan, and it's sweet and savory. And it tells you all the ingredients. So that's good. Preparation instructions, heat it up.
All right, go back to the puzzle.
I can't. I'm too busy looking how good this food is. Has a lot of fiber. Man, look at that. It looks good.
I'm not. I've got to do the puzzle.
Frankly, delicious. Anyway, go to the website, order, and use my code, and you'll get huge discounts. Huge. All right, back to the puzzle.
Oh yeah, that threatens. I got stuff hanging. Let's see.
Are you hanging with Mr. Cooper?
Could go there. You could just block.
Tell Karen, thanks for taking more time. I appreciate it. Says Bonarici.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be in America to use our code and order. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, one week Karen was eating too healthy and she was kicked out of PogChamps.
I don't know this one. I was looking at Bishop G7.
That's correct.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if he was going to try to... I know what he was going to do. Let me see which is...
Hey, somebody ordered Factor. It says 2 out of 10 now instead of 1 out of 10. Yay.
You won't regret it.
The more you order, the more kickbacks we get.
No, but I mean, it's actually, if you don't like to cook like me,
Man, it was delicious.
Yeah,
frankly. It was a little spicy too, which I
can't
like.
beat it.
I really like when food says vegan on the food. That way I'm doing my due diligence. Otherwise, I have to do more due diligence, which I don't like to do. I look at every ingredient and I think about it.
Okay, so that's not correct. Check there. Darn, is it check?
You misspelled it's and avocado. There's 4 words in your sentence. Also, it's arguable whether avocados are vegan. You can look that up on the internet and decide for yourself. I've decided it is. Some vegans would not agree with me. So basically, you're banned. Don't forget to get a train going. The stream is going to end soon. We need another train. We only had 1 train this stream.
Yeah.
So what move?
I don't know. I'm confused because there are multiple options here. And
Some fruits aren't vegan if they use animal labor to, to get the fruits.
okay, well, I don't know, but I'm going to just
Yeah.
make my best guess.
Uh-huh.
So I was looking in a Rook D5.
Right. Yeah, that's why you played here, so you could do that. Yeah.
Right, but okay. Because all those other pieces were hanging, I wasn't completely positive that. All right. Then.
Also, somebody said avocado was vegan, which means it's probably not. That's how this stream works. If somebody writes something in the chat, it's probably false. Truth hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if the insects are just living their life, you're not using their labor to your advantage. They're just doing what they do. If you make insects do things for you, then it's not considered vegan by some people. And bees are used to make more. They're used in more than one thing for our benefit, not their benefit. And don't forget it. And if you don't like it, it's none of your beeswax. To learn more about bees, watch Futurama. Great episode, by the way.
Darn, it doesn't even work.
Yay, it's been 3 hours.
Okay, I didn't even see that move.
Incorrect, Arya, because you wrote it. If you had thought it, it'd still be incorrect, but nobody would know.
Darn, that doesn't even work.
A lot of people in the chat are wrong about what to do here.
It's not completely. I don't think it's easy.
Everyone in the chat is banned. 2,000 viewers. What else? I am your uncle, but thanks.
Oh yeah, because that's.
Don't forget, on Saturday, my brother will be on this stream. He's driving to Disney World again. And he may come on the stream. No, I think that's it. He'll be coming by next week too, but too late for streaming and stuff.
Darn, I don't know it. I just don't know it.
It's a guess.
All right, rook d7.
Right. People thought it was rook e7, and the reasoning was rook here takes, queen takes rook d7.
I was trying
Problem
to
with
keep
rook e7 is the king moves, and if you take the bishop, there's queen f2. We need our rook to defend f2. So it's rook d7.
Right, I wanted to keep that
Right.
diagonal.
Now you have to play the key move. Mark's my brother. He's in the chat a lot, MJ Finegold. He's a chess master also. Farty Party's banned for his answer. Hey, London's streaming. He's got 4 viewers.
All right.
He's doing his Star Wars as usual. Yay, Northwestern won. Go Big Ten.
I'm not completely sure. I just would go ahead and take the rook.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't know.
And you take the bishop, and then when he takes back, give queen e5 check, forking.
I looked at that too. I just didn't see the fork.
2761.
Darn, I hate to leave on a bad note.
Gonna do another one?
We're gonna do one more. I saw. Couldn't see the fork.
Okay.
Did you get it, Bonarici? This one was much easier. I'm tired. That's my excuse.
Okay, I got it. We still have time for a train. Come on, people. There's 2,300 of you. 3 of you can give 100 bits. I know you can. It's like on Trading Places, $1. And this is a Sveshnikov Sicilian. obviously,
Obviously, yeah.
frankly.
All right, let's see. I can't wait to get my lemonade. I got to get this right so I can get my
Oh, that
lemonade.
was old, so I threw it out.
No, didn't.
Now, Bonarici, if you give up your knight and win another knight, that's an even trade. Then if you take a rook, you win a rook, not the exchange. If you see my point. Do you see my point? Song and Dance says Mike's Hard Lemonade. No, it's Public Soft Lemonade. That's right. Your answer's still right, Bonarici. Good job. You have to solve it because you have to get the last one right.
Yeah.
Those are the rules. I thought Grandmaster Furman was dead, but Furman won today in an upset in the NCAAs. That's a big upset because died many years ago. Go Furman.
No matter what, this is my last one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm tired and I'm thirsty.
Yep, go Greenville, South Carolina. Man, I looked up Furman on the internets and they listed famous people who went there. God damn. Talk about not very famous. I'd heard of like 3 of them, but, as famous as I am.
All right.
In an even bigger upset, Arizona had a calculus match with Princeton and Arizona won. Amazing. No, I'm just kidding. What I meant was Arizona had a calculus match with a kindergarten class, and the kindergarten class won. That's what I meant. Oh, snap. Gotcha, Arizona.
All right, let me look at my original move there. You guys there.
That guy is naked. I hate when I'm naked. I got to add that food in. I have to factor it in. Oh, snap. Oh, here it is. Factor 75 peanut Buddha bowl. That's what I had, right?
Yeah.
And my app knows everything.
Oh, yeah. That my app does too.
That's good app.
My app's just as good as yours.
It says
mine's
this one's
free.
better. No, this one's better.
And mine
Because it recommends vegans foods.
Mine has the calories for all that stuff.
Yeah, but mine does other stuff.
So,
Oh, yeah, I didn't weigh in today.
I was looking at knight f6.
Uh-huh.
And then I guess he's got to go.
Mine has this cool thing. It slides
King
down.
E7. Yeah, I got all that.
What? It slides down?
And then I want to rethink my answer.
Is knight f6 is mate in 1. Say no to drugs.
Go there. I don't have a way. Takes. These guys back.
It's mate in one and PogChamps. Agreed. Either one. This is the most viewers we've had, 2,500. Hi, viewers. We're still trying to get a train, but we're missing the train. This is our last puzzle of the stream. We've been streaming over 3 hours. Go us.
I mean, I guess just take the night.
Uh-huh.
I was just trying to make sure they're wanting something better. And then probably take the rook. Well, I'm gonna look. Well, that wasn't my answer.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I'm looking.
Mm-mm.
If I go coin, because you can go.
Knight D5 is mate in one, correct?
Yeah, queen F3.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then you don't lose. Yeah.
2650. Yay! You did good. You solved it.
Mm-hmm. Yay. Real Sean Deep is still there.
I guess we'll raid the one who laughs when I raid her.
All right, I got to do better next time. I'm tired, though. That's my story. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for everybody. Bonarici, Real Sean Deep. Extra thanks to you. Big fan.
See you
And
guys
everybody
tomorrow.
else. Bye.
Tomorrow.